Hello, fuzz nuts and fuzz butts. Shadacus here, and I got another video for you guys today. So if you didn't see my video that I posted up on Tuesday, there's a link down in the description. You can go check it out, or I'll probably pop it up on the screen or something like that. Anyways, so go check that out. It was my video about MFF. Now, I thought I'd keep my word and talk about what I would take and do different at, say, a con like Midwest Fur Fest. So let's go ahead and let's get started listing off some of the things I do. The first and probably the most important one is a hotel room. I mean, yeah, it wasn't too terrible for me because I had an hour drive going one way to or from the con. And yeah, I could take and deal with that, but let's be honest, that costs money. I mean, just even if you got a fuel efficient car, as such as I do, it still costs money. And it not only costs you money, it also costs you time. So if I can't get a room at the main hotel, I wouldn't mind getting one at, say, one of the surrounding areas. You know, maybe worst comes to worst, I have to get one in, like, maybe a city over or so. But that's not the worst thing that could happen. I mean, as long as it doesn't, I can take my commute from 0 minutes to maybe up to 15 at the very most. That's actually saving me a lot of time. Which leads me to the second one. If, say, I can't get a room at any surrounding hotel or at the main hotel, I wouldn't mind sharing a room. You know, not like crazy, oh, well, there's like 5 to 10 people crammed in a hotel room. Not a good idea from what I hear from others. And if not, I wouldn't mind finding someone who isn't going to suit and wouldn't mind being my handler. Or if somebody else is also going to suit, you know, we could take turns with that. Which leads me to number 3. Definitely bring along a repair kit. And not only a repair kit, but come prepared with other things like snacks, a big hydration pack. Because, you know, if I'm going to handle for someone, you know, might as well bring the things that are necessary, you know. Because I seen a couple suitors that were definitely wearing one of them lanyard fans. So that way, you know, when they were getting too hot, they could just put that in the mouth of their fursuit and cool off that way. So I thought, yeesh, man. And it's kind of funny. Nobody, and I repeat, at least from what I saw, there was nobody carrying around hydration packs or something like that. I mean, unless they were being a little bit discreet about it, but it just, it looked a little weird. So, yeah, that's something I'm also definitely thinking about doing. Now, while taking coming prepared, there's also some things that I think at the con that I should definitely take and do different. Like, instead of bumbling around from the registration line and then just going, well, where the heck do I go from here? If all else fails, find an information desk or something like that. Because chances are, apparently, maps are at the information desk. I did not know this, and because usually when I go to a con, you know, whether it was an anime convention or any other convention, you kind of usually get like a map with a booklet or something like that. So that's why I was a little thrown off at MFF this last year. That being 2018, of course. Speaking of doing things differently at the con, I would definitely spend less time wandering around and actually try to go to more events that are at the con. You know, whether it's panels or uh, photo shoots or stuff like that, because I can't help but feel like I missed out on a whole lot just because, you know, I was just strutting around my first ever made fursuit and just going, yeah, hey, you know, check this out. But seriously, unless you're like really famous or people really see that you got something unique about your fursuit, not a lot of people are going to notice it. Either that, or you got to be doing something that's really going to catch people's eye. That's about the only 3 ways that it seems people will, notice you at a con. Just saying, just an observation of mine. So don't let that discourage you, but it's just something that I would definitely try doing different. And speaking of which, that leads me to my next one. I would definitely bring a better looking fursuit. I mean, I'm not saying that my last one was bad or anything. It's just, well, it kind of looks like it only took me about an hour or so to put it together, because overall, that's probably about the right amount of time I put into it. I mean, it seems like a lot more, but, looks are everything, apparently, when it comes to these things. And just to go over something about the roommates thing and slash handler, if for whatever reason I can't take and do that, I just thought of this. If I can, I would definitely see about bringing a friend with. Somebody you can trust, somebody that I can, you know, joke around with. And it's like our sort of inside jokes about certain things. Because now that I've had some time to reflect about the con, I'm like, that's what got me kind of down in the dumps in the first place, when I went there for my first day on Friday. I'm like, it's just not the same when you're there by yourself, compared to when I went to cons with friends. We had our own jokes. We were, poking fun at this or that, and it was just our way of helping to make the con just even more fun, which I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one who feels that way. So that is pretty much my list of things I would take and do different for the next con, or at least big con that I would go to. And, if any of you guys have any thoughts or ideas of what I could take and do different to help make a con experience all that much better, please leave them down in the comments below. I'll be sure to read them and maybe even make a revised version of this using all your ideas. So, with that being said, I'm Shadacus Blackheart. Stay fuzzy, my friends. I'll see you in the next video. Later!